Places you should not live in Manchester if you are moving to Manchester. I know it's a new year, it's a new start, and a lot of you will be moving to England this period, and you might be coming with children, especially if you're coming with boys. There are places in Manchester I shouldn't live in, no matter how cheap they are. It's a new year, yeah. Let's talk about it, especially if you're coming with boys. These areas are no-go areas for you. If you're coming with children and you're coming with boys, these areas are no-go areas. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Furo and this is Furo TV. Yeah, so someone reached out to me and said, Furo, what are the areas I should not live in? Because I'm coming into Manchester. Please do a video. And I was like, I got you. So I went on research from my experience of living here in Manchester for the past almost 4 years. In a few months, it's gonna be 4 years I've been living here. And I thought I'd talk to you some of the areas you shouldn't live in. See, when you have children, no matter how limited your income is, you have to watch it when you're moving to a new city, a new country. In fact, as I'm talking to you, a lot of people are moving from London into Manchester, into Birmingham, because of the high crime rate in London. Talk more of you who is coming from another country to another country. You have to watch where you're moving to. You don't have to consider the house you rent only based on how much you can afford. You have to also consider your children. To make the story or to make it worse, if you have male children, you have to think properly. You know, some of you have this idea that, oh, because it's abroad, everything is perfect. Everything is not perfect, oh. Everything is not perfect. Yeah, coming from me, yes, everything is not perfect. You see the way we struggle with areas to live in, catchment areas to live in, nice areas to live in, nice school. They have it here too. So if you're coming with children from another country or from another city into Manchester, please watch these videos because there are areas you should not live in. Yes, houses are cheap in this area. They are quite cheap, but if you are coming in with children, especially boys, there are areas you should not live in. No. There are areas you should not even think of. Even if the house is 3 bedroom for £200, leave it for them. Take your pen and your paper because me, I've written them for you, and I'll give you reasons why you shouldn't live in this area. Number 1, Moorside. Moorside, you shouldn't go there. That place is ratchet. When I went there, I'm looking like, have I left England? It's ratchet to the core. Don't go and live there. And you know, most times, you know, these ratchet areas, they target boys. And to make it worse, you know. So don't go to Moorside. Houses are quite cheap in Moorside, but please leave it for the single people. They can manage themselves. You that is married and you have kids, please don't go to Moorside. Number 2, Longside. I will put in the screen. Don't go to Longside. Hey, Longside. That place now, there, then they do the baron things, all this gang, cult, everything are there. Although now they are beginning to, you know, rehabilitate these places, but I'm still not confident to live in those places. Don't go there if you have children. Leave it for single people that can manage themselves, because you don't want to be scared all the time when your children are walking home from school. You want to live in a place where your children will walk home from school and you're relaxed. They are safe, please. That Moorside, Longside, leave it for single person. On that place, number 3, is Piccadilly Gardens. Piccadilly Gardens is not as bad as, but it's close to all these two other areas I have called. It is very close. So the proximity from, Longside, Mooside, and Piccadilly Gardens, Piccadilly is like the Ababa, is the center of the center, is city center. So if you have kids, apart from the gang effect in that area, the drug effect in that area, it's too busy. It's too busy. Let your children not go and die inside the ground. It's too busy. You will have to do school run the rest of your life, because when it's time for your children, the age where your children can walk to school and come back, you'll be scared to let them walk to school because it's too busy. You don't want car or anything to knock your children or jam your children. It's too busy. That's why I added Piccadilly Gardens to the list. Another place, number 4, is Chatham Hills. If you know, you know. If you're moving into countries, you have to do research. Research about places before you move in. But one thing I've noticed a lot of you people do is you just base it on what you can afford. And you're like, oh, I can afford 600 for 3-bedroom. Okay, let's move in there. No. Research. Chatham Hills is the ghetto of the ghettoest of Manchester. Yes, now they're trying to rehabilitate it. They're trying to do it well, but please, you can't change a leopard's color just by washing it. So be careful. Chatham Hills, I will not go if I have children, especially if you have boys or boy. You want to go to an area where your children are safe. And apart from that, Chatham Hills is busy. And Chatham Hills is like business hub. So you will see every and anything in Chatham Hills. If you want to raise a proper children in this abroad, you have to be looking at the suburbs. Quiet, cool, calm places. On that place, I will not advise you to go live in is Oldham. Oldham now is not everywhere, but I'm just going to say Oldham. One, because a lot of all these people that claim asylum, a lot of all these people that just came in, they have camp there in Oldham. So that makes it very, very dangerous for you to raise your children. Because all these people now, they don't have their record. So you don't know, So some places in Oldham is scam, but because of all these whole things I mentioned, I will not want to raise kids in Oldham or live in Oldham. So be careful. Another place I will not advise you to live in is Mostin. Hey. Mostin, yeah, Mostin. Oh, Mostin is a no-go area for me. Some areas are nice in Mostin. Some areas are nice, but I will not be confident or comfortable to raise children in Mostin. I don't know why. Should I say why? But just ask people. Ask. When you're coming into a country, you want to rent a house, ask. Ask people questions. Don't just go and rent a house anywhere you see because house is cheap, or that's where you can see, or because you'll be struggling to rent a house. So for that reason, you just go and rent anywhere and start living. No, ask questions. Most things is like markets. Yes, if you're a Nigerian person, if you're a black person, you would love to live in Mostin because there's a lot of black people there. There's a lot of shops there. There's proximity to saloon. It's very central to city center, but, I feel like the gang that will be happening there will be a lot. So Mostin is not it for me. Number 7. On that place, I will not advise you to. Wherever you see, they have a lot of council houses. But also, especially those old council houses. I don't know what it is about those council houses, but wherever you have council houses, there's just too much wahala around that area. There's just too much drunkard, too much things happening around that area. So if you want to go and rent a house, put it in your list that one of the things you should be looking at. Let's say you come do viewing. You view this house, for instance. One of the things you should be looking around is the surrounding. Are their council house very close? Council estates very close? What does it look like? Who is living there? Because see, the more the nicer place you move into, the better the schools that are there. Because, you know, one thing I've realized living in this country is the people that live in that environment will influence how well that the school that is there will be. So if you live among where there's a lot of nicer people, where there's a lot of people who matter in society, you know, people who are the movers and the shakers, okay, you will see those people will participate more in the school's activities. They will, you know, pay attention. So even the school people, the children's school, they will want to do better for the school than when you just go and live where there's a lot of council houses up and down. Those who don't even care about their children, don't even care. So everything will just be So watch out for it. If you are moving to this country, don't just move in, especially if you are moving to Manchester. Don't just, oh, I'm looking for viewing. I'm viewing. You view houses. Anyone that they give you, as long as it's cheap, it's 500 or 200 for 3-bedroom flats, you're fine. You're not checking the environment, and you have kids. Your kids begin to pick up bad attitude, or your kids begin to do things that you don't understand, and you're like, where's this coming from? It's coming from you. You didn't search the scripture before moving into those areas. So you have to be careful. So these are areas you should not live in if you have children and you're moving into Manchester. If there are more, please put them in the comment section. Until I see you in another video, don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video. Bye-bye.